about the shortest way for us to get what we want in life. And as I was saying in the beginning, you will be blown away because it's so simple, but we are still missing it. We still don't get it, and it will be a life-changing experience for you today, and it will completely revolutionize the way you see things, the way you see your situation, the way you see the capacity or the probability you have to achieve your dream. You will understand that there are many things you can do right now in order to move the needle in your life, in your field, to be able to achieve your dream. I'm Zoe from Cameroon. I'm your host. Always a pleasure to be with you. You know, for those who are watching me, those who are following me, you know that here we discuss in this channel, in this platform, we discuss information, wisdom, nuggets to help us achieve success, because we believe that success is much more than just money and stuff. Those things are great, but we want to go deeper, and we know and we strongly believe that success is much more about fulfilling the intention of our creation, why we are here. And it is important for us to understand that success has to do with making a difference, but also making a difference in an abundant, coming from an abundant place. An abundance place is very, very important. And today, as I was stating in the beginning, I want to share with you a simple secret that will help you achieve your result right where you are, the shortest way. You know, let me start with this story. I've heard this story many years ago. It's the story of a billionaire here in Africa. And at that moment, it was not a billionaire. It was a manager of a company which was specialized in timber transportation. And he was very skillful at his job. But it came a time when he lost his job. And he found himself without a job, jobless. And after a certain period of time in that condition of someone who doesn't have a job, he heard that another billionaire in the place was selling his fleet of trucks. He heard about that. He heard that a billionaire was selling all his fleet of engine, of machinery, of trucks. And he decided to go and meet him because he always had in his heart a dream to have his own company of timber transportation. But he didn't have the money. He had the skill, he had the experience, he was a good manager, but he didn't have the money and the resources that are needed to be able to have your own timber transportation company. So when he heard that a billionaire in the market was about to sell all his fleet of trucks, he went to see him. He clothed himself, and he went to his secretariat and he asked to meet the billionaire. And let me tell you that the billionaire didn't let him in. He didn't meet him the first time he went there. But he continued to come over and over for more than 2 weeks. He was there every day asking to see that billionaire. And the billionaire didn't want to let him in because the billionaire thought in the first place that this guy is a loser. But he was showing up every day at his secretariat asking to meet him. It's a true story here in my country in Central Africa, Cameroon. And after 2 weeks, when the billionaire understood that this guy made up his mind to meet him and nothing will stop him, nothing will discourage him, the billionaire asked his secretary to let the guy in because he was curious that what can cause a man to be so perseverant, to be so committed, despite the fact that for 2 weeks he didn't. I am refusing to meet him. I am refusing to let him in. He asked his secretary to let the guy in, and when the guy came in, the guy said to him, he asked first of all to the guy, "What do you want from me? You are here at my secretariat for more than 2 weeks now. What do you want?" And the guy said to that billionaire that, "I heard that you are selling your fleet of trucks that you use in timber transportation. I have the skills, I have the experience, and I always dreamed about having my own company specialized in timber transportation. So when I heard that you are selling, that is why you am here. I'm here because I want to buy your fleet of trucks. I want to buy all of that." And the billionaire looked at him. "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes." And the billionaire asked him, "Do you have money?" He said to the billionaire, "One of the reasons I'm here it is not just to buy your trucks, but I want you to help me get the money that I need to buy your fleet of trucks." And the billionaire looked at him. He stared at him. And the guy added, "I know that you billionaires, you have facilities with banks. And I know that if you want to help me, you can help me. I have the credentials, I have the skills, I have the experience, I have everything it takes to run a timber transportation company. I just need someone like you to help me get the money from the bank, and I will run that company successfully." The billionaire looked at him, and the billionaire said, "Okay, I will bring you to my banker, and he will give you that money, and you will use that money to buy my fleet of trucks, and I hope that you will be successful in this new journey." This is how the story of that guy, the life of that guy completely changed. He had the courage to go to knock at that door and to ask his question. That is very, very important. The shortest way to get what you want is the direct way. And the direct way is to go right in front of you, knock that door, get inside, and ask your question. Many of us, we are beating around the bush. We go and ask advice from people all around us because they have succeeded in some areas. We go to ask them for advice, and that is good. But at times, the shortest way, the fastest way for you to get what you want is to go the direct way. But it takes also courage. It takes a lot of courage. If you don't have courage, you can never do what this guy have done. And today he is a billionaire. But his life changed because he had the courage to go and knock at that door where he knew his answer will be found. He had the courage to go and knock that door. And he knocked at that door until the door was opened unto him. And when he got inside that door, he had the courage to ask his question. He was there to buy that fleet of trucks because he had that dream to run his own company specialized in timber transportation. He went to see that billionaire. He was a poor guy, but with a skill, with an experience. And he wasn't frightened. He went there, faced the billionaire, said to him, I want to buy your fleet. I want to buy all of your trucks. I have the skills. I have the experience. And when the billionaire asked him, how will you manage to buy this? Do you have money? He said, no, but I want you to help me. Can you help me? Because I know that you billionaires have facilities with banks. I want you to help me to get money from the banks, credit from the banks, to pay your fleet of trucks so that I can start my dream. He had the courage, simply the courage. And it reminds me of a story of Tony Robbins. He used to share this story when he was 17, when he discovered that because in his environment, he had the opportunity to sit with a successful person, with a wealthy person. And he asked him, how did you manage to become so successful? How did you manage to become so wealthy? My father said to me that you were a loser. How did you turn your life around? And that wealthy person said to him, it is because I attend seminars. I invest in myself, in books, in seminars. And he asked that wealthy person, are you serious that just going to seminars, attending workshops, attending events, your life can change? That wealthy person said, yes, because in those events, in those seminars, my mind was changed. My perception was changed. I had a paradigm shift, and I started seeing myself in a new perspective. And I started understanding that I have greatness in me and there are opportunities I can take advantage of. That is how those seminars are very powerful. And he introduced Tony Robbins to Jim Rohn. And when Tony Robbins went to see Jim Rohn saying that I want to attend one of your seminars, but I don't have money, I want to work for you, because one of those seminars was, I think, $1,200. And for Tony Robbins at that time, it was like $1 billion today. And Jim Rohn said to him that if you are not able to do whatever it takes to have those $1,200 to attend my seminar, it means that everything I will be teaching you in that seminar, you will not be able to commit yourself to execute on those truths. So first of all, go and do what it takes to get that money. And Tony Robbins went and saw a bank, get inside the bank, go straight to the lady in front of him and ask the lady, I'm here because I want a loan. And the lady asked him, why do you want a loan? What is your age? How old are you? He said, I'm 17. But the lady said, you are not eligible to be granted a loan by a bank. You don't have the age. And he said to the lady, no, I will change lives. I want to attend a seminar. And in that seminar, I will get information that will change my life and that will allow me to become a source of blessing for many people. I have to attend that seminar. It was so enthusiastic that that lady was amazed. And the lady said that you are not eligible. We cannot give you a loan. But I will give you my personal money. I will give it to you promise me that you will use it effectively, and I will not have to go after you to get back my money. And that lady took her own money and gave to Tony Robbins. And that is how his life completely changed. The two stories I shared with you are at the core the same. Those two persons had the same attitude. They didn't overthink. They went straight before them, knock at the door, get inside, and ask for help. They ask their question. It takes courage, but that is the shortest way. Many of us, we don't have the courage to ask for help. There is this quote of Jesus, and it is a powerful principle that states, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it will be open to you. Because whosoever asks receives. Whosoever seeks finds. And whosoever knocks, the door will be open unto him. It is a principle. But many of us, we don't have that courage. And that is what I wanted to remind you today, or to give you today, or to show you today. There is a door before you, in front of you. And behind that door, you have the answer you are looking for. People are willing to help. When you will get through that door, you will be amazed at the results. You will see that what you were thinking is not the truth. There are people out there who are willing to show you the way, who are willing to give you a push, who are willing to contribute to the realization of your dream, who are willing to partner with you, who are willing to found your project, if and only if you have that courage to knock at that door and to ask for help. J.K. Rowling, when she finished the draft of her book, Harry Potter, she didn't start looking for someone who can introduce her to another person, who can introduce her to another one. She went straight where the answer she was looking for was. She went straight to the publishing companies. Now, she had to go through 12 publishing companies finally to have a yes. But she knew that my answer is behind this door. And she was relentless at knocking that door, because she knew that when I will get inside, I will have the opportunity to ask my question and to get my answer. She didn't get discouraged. She knocked at that door. When she received a no, she went to the next door. She went to the next door. The next. After 12 no's, she finally got a yes. And today, her life completely changed. The shortest way is the direct way. And the direct way is asking for help. By shutting your mouth, you will never receive the information you need. Many people don't want to ask for help. Why? Because it's difficult for many people to be vulnerable. Because asking for help is showing yourself as a vulnerable person. And many of us, we don't want to show ourselves as a vulnerable person. But there is power in vulnerability. Every time you show yourself as a vulnerable person, you offer other people the opportunity to contribute, to give their lives a meaning. Because when someone gives something, it brings meaning to their lives. And you have to understand that your dream is not too far as you think. Your dream is right where you are if you dare to knock at that door and to ask for help. There are people willing to help you. Many people are stuck. Why are you stuck? Because I don't know anyone. I don't know someone who can introduce me to another person, which can introduce me to another person, who can introduce me to another person. It doesn't work that way. If you want your life to change, you have to take courage. You have to be courageous. You have to gather your courage, knock at that door and ask for help. If there is no, go to the next door. If you receive a no, there is no problem. Go to the next door. Knock and ask. Finally, you will get a yes, and your life will completely change. That is the shortest way. And I really, really wanted to share it with you. What is the door behind which your answer is found? That is the real question I want you to answer today. Which door, behind which door lies my answer? Beyond which door my answer is found? When you localize, when you pinpoint the door behind which your answer is found, go there, knock at that door and ask for help. If there is a no, go to the next one. Go to the next one until you will get your yes. That is the shortest way. You will be amazed at the results. And you will see how your life will completely change. What you were thinking will take 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you can achieve it in 6 months. Yes, in 6 months. If you have the courage to knock and to ask, to pick up your phone and to call that person and ask for help. People have the information you need, the resources you need, the knowledge you need, the wisdom you need, the direction you need. Everything you need, it is in your environment if you have the courage to ask for help. That is what I wanted to share with you. The shortest way to get what you want is the direct way, and that direct way is to go in front of you, to knock at that door, to get inside and to ask your question, to ask for help. If you receive a no, go to the next one until you will get a yes, and your life will never be the same. Hope you've got some value from this video. Drop in the comment section what you got from this live session. It is my first live since maybe 1 year from now. 1 year, yes. It's been a while. I didn't have a Facebook live. Here is my page, and I didn't have a YouTube live. So it was a pleasure for me. I will be with you the day after tomorrow, and I will share with you another powerful information, wisdom, insight to help you achieve success, because success is not just stuff, money, those are great, but it's also fulfilling the intention of your creation. It was Zoe from Cameroon. See you in the next live session. I wish you success. Success to you all. Success to you all. Success. Success.